Hello student, I am Mayuri Kulkarni from Arihant Education Foundation's Arihant College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Bowdar. I welcome you all to our next session on budgetary control techniques. This is the second chapter for you in TY BCom Costing 3 paper. Now let us first understand what is budget. According to the Brown and Howard, a budget is predetermined statement of management policy which provides standard for comparison with actual results during given period. A budget is a financial plan for a business prepared in advance. A budget may be set in money terms, for example, sales budget for rupees 5 lakh, or it can be expressed in terms of units. For example, purchases of budget of 5,000 units to be brought down. Budget can be income budget for money received, for example, sales budget, or expenditure budget for money spent, etc. The budget shall be focusing on this chapter is cash budget and flexible budget. You have practical problems based on cash and flexible budget. Now this is the definition of budget. You have understood it is a predetermined statement. It is a statement of policy which is jotted down by the management. Then budgetary control. Budgetary control is the process of determining various budgets for the business units in future. It is also called as a system of controlling cost through budget preparation. Now, what is the objective of budgetary control system or technique? The very first objective is it helps to plan and control income and expenditure of the organization. As it is a self-explanatory point that if you have proper budget of what expenses you need to do or you will have to do, then you will make a cash provision for it. Then you can analyze whether these expenses are necessary or not, and accordingly you can plan and you can control income and expenses of your organization. Then it helps in maximizing profit. Once you make analysis of whether it is necessary or not, and when you start cutting down expenses based on budget, it ultimately helps you to increase your profit. Then it provides adequate capital for working, as you get prior idea that what will be the amount of cash you will be needing in near future in your hand, maybe for long-term investment or maybe for recurring expenses. So then planning your working capital will be correct, and so investing your money in working capital will be adequate. Then it coordinates the activity of different units in the organization. Then it helps to evaluate the performance. Once you have done with the budget, and then when you will get the actual figures, then it facilitates the comparison. Means what was budgeted and what actually happened. So you can get two clear views, and then you can compare. If the result is as per budgeted things, then it is good. If it is improved, it is again good. But if it is bad than budgeted, then you need to make analyze that why this our budget went wrong, where we went wrong, what went wrong, and then you can take precautionary measure in next year. It helps, it decentralizes the responsibility. Now, what is the classification? What are the types of budget? Classification based on the function. Function means what are the activities your business is performing. So very first is sales budget. It is an estimate of expected sales during the budgeted period. The factors to be considered are plant capacity, past sales data, market forecasting, and demand analysis. So based on this, you can frame a maximum accurate sales budget. If sales budget is ready, then you can plan the production activity and you can plan the further all activities of your business unit. Like then production budget. Production budget is a forecast of output for the period analysis. The factors to be considered are plant capacity, resource availability, and sales requirement. Once the sales budget is done, you come to know what will be the demand in market, and then you can decide what should be the production. Then you frame production budget. So while framing the production budget, you need to consider availability of resources and plant capacity as well. Then only you can plan the budget for production. Then labor budget. It is a forecast of requirement of direct labor essential to meet the production target. It is a then capital expenditure budget. It includes all initial investment cost of organization. Then research and development budget, your organization also may have separate budget for research and development activities which focuses on development of new product considering many points: market survey, market research, demand analysis, future forecasting, etc. Many companies gives a big budget for research and development projects or budget. Now classification on the basis of function: profit budget. Profit budget is also called as a master budget. Then how much profit you are going to earn in coming year. Now based on time, first is long term budget. Period for the time for long term budget is 5 to 10 years. This budget is a long term budget as it is giving a close eye for the near future activities which will happen or which may happen in near future of 5 to 10 years. What you need to plan, what might be the business changes, and how you can cope up with the drastically changing dynamic market. Then short term budget. The period for time of short term budget is less than 5 years. So you can thoroughly study this 5-year span and you can plan properly how much to invest, what should be the investment policies, what are the prospective plans of the organization, which helps you to directly improve your process of business activities. Classification based on time. Third type is current budget. It includes the budget expenses day-to-day activities. This helps in giving close help and close guide about how we can have a proper control on daily activities. Then depending upon flexibility or rigidity, first is flexible budget. This is predefined called as a fixed budget, and flexible budgets are trained to vary are called as a flexible budget which change depending upon the various change in various factors. Now, what are the benefits of budget and budgetary control? First is budget assist planning. By formalizing objectives through budget, a business can ensure that its plans are achievable. It will be able to decide what is needed to produce the output of goods and services and to make sure that everything will be available at the right time. Then budget communicates and coordinates. Because the budget is agreed by the business, all the relevant managers and staff will be working towards the same end. When the budget is being set, any anticipated problem should be resolved and any area of potential confusion clarified. All departments should be in a position to play their part in achieving overall common goal. Then budget helps in decision making. By planning ahead through budgets, a business can make a decision on how much output in form of goods or services can be achieved. At the same time, the cost of output can be planned and changes can be made wherever appropriate. Then budget can be used to monitor and control. An important reason for producing a budget is that management is able to use budgetary control to monitor and compare the actual results. This is so the action can be taken to modify the operations of business as time passes or possibly to change the budget if it becomes unachievable or unrealistic. Now, what are the limitations of budget? Benefit of budgets must exceed the cost. Budgeting is fairly complex process and some business, particularly small ones, may find that task is too much of a burden in terms of time and other resources with only limited benefits. Nevertheless, many leaders, such as the banks, often require the production of budget as a part of business plans. As a general rule, the benefit of producing must exceed cost of budget. Then second, budget information may be accurate. This is also an important point. It is essential that the information going into budget should be as accurate as possible. Anybody can produce budget, but more inaccurate it is, a less use of it is to the business as a planning and control mechanism. So great care needs to be taken with estimate of sales, often the starting point of the budgeting process and cost. Budgetary control is used to compare the budget against what actually happened. Now, cash budget. A cash budget is a set of expected cash or bank receipts and payments, usually on a month by month basis, for the next 3, 6, or 12 months in order to show the estimated bank balance at the end of each month throughout the period. From the cash budget, the managers of a business can be decided what action to take when surplus cash is shown to be available, or as is money likely when bank overdraft needs to be arranged. Now the layout of cash budget. A suitable format for a cash budget with a simple figure is set out on the next page. The section of cash budget is receipt of the month, payments of the month, and summary. Receipts are analyzed to show the amount of money that is expected to be received from cash sales, trade receivables, sales of non-current assets, capital introduced, issue of shares, loan, etc. Then payment shows how much money is expected to be paid in respect of cash purchases, trade, payables, expenses, often described in cash budget as operating expenses. The purchases of on-current asset, repayment of capital shares and loans. Note that non-cash expenses are not shown in any cash budget in through any ways. Okay. So in the next video, we will together solve problem on cash budget and flexible budget also. Thank you so much students for your patience listening.